This is amazing. It's spooky and creepy.
Butterfly takes over Universal. Little pumpkin. I haven't seen one around here.
They do have a little Boo baseball cap.
Now guys, we are back at Universal Studios. Yes, we were here yesterday, but huge update. The Hallows Eve boutique store has officially opened. There's all sorts of brand new HHN merchandise. There's a bunch of updates on the scare zones and everything. Things are happening so quick here at Universal for the build-up for Halloween Horror Nights this year. I pretty much like live here for like the month of August and September because of all the HHN coverage. I'm super excited. I saw some photos of the merchandise that they have released, and our boy Little Boo is on merchandise. I'm about to buy it all. You know, people do like the races on the treadmill. I guess somebody's doing the race of what grape will survive the longest here on the escalator. Bubba, you're out greeting everyone today. It's a little toasty. It might be a shrimp boil today. I'm a little worried for you. Stay cool.
Scooby and Shaggy are out meeting people right now. And then Marge is over here. I like that the lights above match Marge's hair.
Out here, folks. We do gotta go. We're gonna be back. I'm sorry, we all wrapped it.
You look great today, Marge. You look great. Now they added posters up. They were taken down. Now they have a poster that just says Williams of Hollywood. Still, we don't know what's coming. We think maybe a Nintendo store for Epic Universe, kind of because they have all the extra merchandise from Universal Hollywood. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, not much new in this part of the scare zone, but they did add this. So probably there'll be a sign. I wonder what they'll put up there. You know, next couple weeks we'll see this transform into a proper scare zone. This is all new right outside the tribute store. A couple days ago, just kind of a black box. They've added some hay bales. This looks like a farm or a fair. So the characters will be going up there and just, I don't know, we'll find out. But again, this is kind of sticking with that retro Halloween vibe that we were talking about. All right, we're in the tribute store again. We're gonna cover all this stuff in a future video, but they added this new sign, right? Opening soon, an experience to die for, located in the old tribute theater. Frightful, spooky, scary, dare to enter, don't chicken out. Join us for a chilling journey through Halloween. As you can see, there's a Little Boo right there. I'm guessing this whole season now is gonna be based in the 50s, 1954. Sounds like is gonna be the era of the theme of Halloween Horror Nights this year. Hashtag is up in the window waving to everyone right now. Now I'm gonna say probably after HHN is when they will, you know, block this off and remove this. And they start building for the Despicable Me things because they need this area for all the crowds for HHN to refill all their drinks. I gotta ask, what are you on the hunt for right now?
A mammoth butterfly.
A mammoth butterfly?
Yeah, it's a woolly little booger. He got out of Kids Zone. They're doing a demonstration. He's supposed to fly out in the audience, go grab a $2 bill and come back. Fortunately, people just don't have $2 bills on them anymore. It's the digital world.
Do you have any little Godzillas you can send after him to go catch them?
I wish, but they send me instead. I'm no Godzilla, but it's I'm hourly, so I'll be honest with you. I'm just killing time out here. We're saved. If I don't find the butterfly, well, it'll be on somebody's blog tomorrow. Butterfly takes over Universal. They'll think it's the new Halloween Horror Nights house or something. They'll think they have something breaking. Oh. It's a pigeon. I thought it was a butterfly.
You know, it could be a roaming scare zone, the butterfly. Just leave it out.
It probably would do well. Just your goal is to get through point A and point B of the scare zone without the butterfly touching you. Problem is, the entire scare zone's the butterfly, so you automatically lose.
It was great seeing you, buddy. I'll see you later. The journey continues next door at Universal's Islands of Adventure. That's right. Okay, the adventure begins.
I'm dying right now. I'm dripping sweat. I am dreading Not So Scary because that happens in like 2 weeks.
We just hopped in the gift shop here at Islands. For $82, they have a brand new lounge fly of the fluffy unicorn. It says it's so fluffy right there. It's gonna be $82. This is brand new. I haven't seen this yet. And on the back it just says Minions, it's so fluffy. This is a $25 coin bank. It's kind of stressful. It's kind of rickety, and these are all ceramic. Look at this shirt. $25. It says Donkey, I'm warning you. It's so like pixelated. Looks like it's taken from a PlayStation 1 game. And then this is like furry. It's got like a felt material for Donkey, I'm warning you. Oh my gosh, look at this new lounge fly. Mr. DNA. Got a little piece of amber with a mosquito in it. It says bingo, Dino DNA. Got silhouettes of DNA and little test tubes. This feels very 90s, right, with this pink and blue. But you're looking at $82 for this bag, and there's the Jurassic Park logo with DNA. This is a pretty dope bag. I wish I could pull off lounge flies. That's great. What are you up to today?
I'm about 5'6", I think. That's what I'm working on. I'm not wearing a hat. Well, I do have my hat.
Oh.
You know, fire brigade, this is a requirement. But it isn't very good in the lightning, I'll tell you that. Apparently there's something coming later. They told me I'm going to get wet.
3 o'clock. I would head inside.
Oh, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
At first they said like 2 and 12 and I don't know.
So I'm on the hunt for a little pumpkin. Have you seen any little pumpkins around?
Little pumpkin? I haven't seen one around here. You might try out by the Hogwarts out that. Yeah, just before you get there, there's a place there that has all sorts of things getting ready for the season coming up. You might find it there, but You might not. All right, you let me know because
Good.
I'm working. I can't leave.
Good luck with the storm.
I thank you with that.
See you later, sir.
It's always so refreshing walking into a theme park and having a non-IP character to kind of interact with. They have all these kind of like citizens of Islands of Adventure that when you walk in, you'll like interact with throughout the week.
All right, now George, a lot of people don't know about the history of Little Boo. Can you tell us about Little Boo?
Sure, Kevin. I can tell you about Little Boo. Now, the full story of Little Boo goes all the way back to 2017. He was first seen in the Trick or Treat Scare Zone all the way up on this tree. For Halloween Horror Nights 30, the haunted house, The Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkins happened. And outside there's this huge entrance with pumpkins. And on one of the first days that people were able to go through it, Connor Webb tweeted, "I found my favorite pumpkin. I have claimed him, and he is mine." The official Halloween Horror Nights Twitter account responds with, "That's Little Boo." From there, Little Boo creates his own Twitter account. Guys, help. He becomes an overnight sensation, and next thing you know, fans are making pins and buttons and little plushies of him. They're even putting Little Boo on their clothes. The official Universal Orlando Twitter tweets out, "It's Little Boo's universe, and we're just living in it." Now, Kevin first met Little Boo on September 18th, but soon after that, his popularity grew so much that they had to move Little Boo higher up because Universal was afraid Little Boo was gonna be stolen by someone. Little Boo inspired Ben Grant to create his own song about Little Boo.
Baby, you can be my little boo, little boo, little boo. There's wicked growth inside my pants for you. And I can be your man's, it's true. I said you can be my little boo, little boo, little boo. I said you can be my little boo, little boo, little boo, yeah.
From there, the season ended, but Little Boo was used in advertisements with the notorious Earl the Squirrel. You can see Little Boo on the little lights that Earl's about to eat nuts about the holidays. In January of 2022, the official Halloween Horror Nights Twitter tweeted out, "Little Boo is taking a dirt nap." And the Little Boo Twitter account responded with, "Don't worry everyone, it's just the decoy version I left in the pumpkin realm in case the Pumpkin Lord ever came back." There's a whole backstory behind Little Boo on his Twitter. Now, the original scenic artist, Emery Arts, who sculpted Little Boo, created her own Little Boo book that you can actually buy. Now, as of today, Little Boo has spawned merchandise, and the originator of the tweet, Connor Webb, tweeted out how it started. How's it going? Connor bought every single piece of Little Boo merch there was. And the rumor is, Little Boo is going to be the icon of HHN 31. Now go find Little Boo, Kevin.
Thank you for that history lesson, buddy. All right, they have this all walled off. The kids can no longer climb on top of the sculpture. I wonder what they're doing. They repainted it last year. I wonder if they're just doing a little touch-up. Okay, we're heading in. Now, the store is right before Hogsmeade. It's called the All Hallows Eve Boutique. Now, this is, again, one of the places where you can kind of buy your gravestone. Oh, my gosh. It's a vintage scarecrow. It almost looks like, you know, you're going to like a pumpkin patch and stuff and they have like fun Halloween stuff on the side. Here's another little banner that they put up of a skeleton with a ghost. New shirt, $30. Every day is Halloween. With the scarecrow, the witch, the skeleton, the ghost, and the cat. So again, we were kind of talking about this. The whole theme this year is going to be kind of like the retro Halloween, like the 50s and 60s vibe. I'm digging this new merch. We got the pumpkins, $28. They have this new tumbler. Every day is Halloween. And so look at the badge, the same design. This is really heavy duty. Now for $12, they have like the retro glasses, right? You know, McDonald's and Burger King used to give out glasses like this. And now for $12, this is like a mega toothpick holder. Same kind of design. Halloween Horror Nights 2022. So I think this is pretty much confirming the theory of the retro Halloween. Now they always have these like snap-on light up bracelets. Got the angry pumpkin right there. Just says HHN 2022 on it. For $27, they have a beanie. Halloween Horror Nights 2022. And they have a bag here, never go alone. I don't see a price on it though. So if you turn it around, it's gonna say Halloween Horror Nights 2022 with like blood splatter everywhere. Now for $75 they had this flannel, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2022, the Angry Skull and Pumpkin. It's kind of a gray and black flannel, nice long sleeve. It only gets, oh, look at the back. The back has that same great design. Alright, this is the new shirt that I'm here for. We got a little Boo right there, front and center. We have little ghosts and witches and haunted houses, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. I like that it doesn't say the year, so you can kind of wear it any year. It just says Halloween Horror Nights on the bottom. You're looking at $25 for this shirt. Long live the king, Little Boo. Now for $10, they have the same design with Little Boo on it. This could be a cup. I like that design. And then for $20, they have a little glitter Little Boo ornament for your own little spooky tree. And on the back it says Halloween Horror Nights 2022. Now for $37, they have this little wooden sign with the cat and Little Boo front and center, Halloween Horror Nights on it. I'm gonna get this for the office. Now for $20, we have some little earrings. You have Little Boo, the cat, and the skeleton. For $20, they have the Studio Screamer set. It's hard to see, but you have like the Pumpkin Lord down there, a little ghost, and the Bride of Frankenstein. Now they have a headband that you can get here. You have Little Boo and the Witch. Kind of all those classic characters that they've made for this year. We're looking at $16 for the headband. Now sadly, they still have a section of Chucky. I can never escape this guy. So for $65, it's not a lounge flab, but it is a backpack. Kind of the same style of it. It says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. It's kind of the same design of like the Fright Nights logo. It's almost like a cauldron with blood coming out of it. So you're gonna have some of the characters from last year and a bunch of them from this year for the new series. Like the Frankenstein one was from last year, but you're gonna have Michael Myers, the Wolfman, the Bride of Frankenstein. Is that Casper? Is that what we're going with? Now here's a look at the back of all the different screamers that are going to be on it. Now for $30, they have the Snapback, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. It's going to be the Studio Screamers, but they have Michael Myers right there. And on the back it says Studio Screamers. Underneath the lid, they have the same design of all the different Studio Screamers. And they also have a necklace with all the different Studio Screamers. I guess this is going to be the complete set, right? So we got the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Michael Myers, the director, I'm guessing Casper, and then the Pumpkin Lord. But you're looking at $25 for this necklace. And for $15, they have this like Michael Myers dog tag of the Studio Screamer design. And for $20, they do have a Little Boo baseball cap. And I don't see a price on this, but this is going to be a lanyard with the Studio Screamer designs on it. And then for $8, they have a little lanyard pouch, Halloween Horror Nights 2022. And for $5, they have this reusable bag with Frankenstein on the front. And then on the back, it just says Halloween Horror Nights without any date. They have, again, a banner of like a witch with a cauldron bubbling, and then over here they have the cat jumping out of a pumpkin. Now they also have a bunch of the Universal figures you can buy, but this is a new shirt. This is going to be the Blacklight Reactive Apparel. This is part of the Artisan series. You're looking at $40. This is going to be for the Universal Monsters Legends Collide. Kind of get a little glimpse of what might be in the house this year. Love the colors. It feels very like 90s on Revenge of the Mummy. And for $25, Dracula. I like that it looks almost like holographic. We're heading into the main room now. Let's see what's going on. It almost feels like we're in like an attic or something. There's all these creaking noises. What are these drawings down here? The stuff that we're going to be seeing throughout HHN. We got the bride right there. Not Little Boo. Is this? We got Frankenstein. Who's under? Pumpkin right there. A little ghost. Oh, this is creepy. Look at this little like witch's head in a jar. These are cool. These look like books, right? It says Dracula, but they unzip and they turn into a little purse. That's pretty cool. Frankenstein. You're looking at $45 for these purses. So bad news, the design that I want with Little Boo on it is kids only. I was like, do you guys have an adult? And they said, nope, it's only kids. So maybe when the other tribute store opens, they'll have adult merchandise.
This is amazing. It's spooky and creepy, and this is some people's just full aesthetics. It's like 50s and 60s retro Halloween. This thing is great. Now that's just the first little bit of merchandise. The tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios will probably be opening in like 3 weeks, because they announced the retro theater one is gonna be closing on what, like August 7th, I think. So it's normally like a 2 to 3 week turnaround time for them to put it in the new store. Let me show you what I got. So I got this sign for the office. Once September 1st hits, so we're gonna do a full Halloween overlay on the office. So this is gonna be part of the new office. Now we're about to go full on Kevin Feige, and we're rocking a basic black hat with a logo. We got our pumpkin Lord and Savior Little Boo. So probably if you see me at HHN, I'll probably be rocking the Little Boo hat. I'm digging this. These things were flying off the shelf. They're having trouble restocking them. So I would say get here as soon as possible and pick up all the merch that you need. Low-key kind of disappointed that that Little Boo shirt was only in youth. I really hope they bring an adult size, because I'd be rocking that every day. Like the Little Boo drip. I cannot wait to see what they do with Little Boo in the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Will he pop up? Because I felt like this is a lot of the merch that's gonna tease actually what's going on. One of the things that I really love, right, is that Universal listens to their fans and their annual pass holders of what they want, right? It was a big inside joke, and all the annual pass holders loved Earl the Squirrel, right? And now he has his own meet and greet for the holiday. He's just a staple of Universal now. And now Little Boo became such kind of a little inside niche joke, and now he's like the mascot of Halloween Horror Nights this year, which I think is insane. And I love that Universal kind of, I don't know, curate our fandom and turns it into like a reality of becoming products and things within the park. And I love that. I just love that Universal listens to everybody about what they want.
A little grape update. I don't think any of them made it or survived.
All right, guys, we are home. We got a Little Boo cap on. It's crazy that Universal has embraced this little like meme and almost like inside joke, which honestly, I don't know how many people actually knew about Little Boo, right? It's kind of like that Earl the Squirrel, kind of a little like Easter egg for us annual pass holders and hardcore Universal fans, right? Then Universal embraced us, and now it's all merchandise. And look, the fact that Little Boo is front and center on the sign, I fully believe that Little Boo is gonna be the HHN icon of 2022. I think we'll probably find out in the tribute store, right? He's all over this merch. He's gotta have a big deal in the tribute store. I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, right? And learned a little bit more about who Little Boo is. So when you come to HHN, you understand what it is, and it's more than just a, you know, a cute little pumpkin. There's a whole backstory to it. But man, HHN is coming up. Whenever something new drops, or there's some major updates and scare zones, I'm gonna be there to cover it for you guys. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you updated on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal. And guys, if you enjoyed this video and if you love Little Boo, hit that like button. All right, guys, I love you all. Please stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. The Spirit Halloween video will probably be dropping on the 5th. So I will see you there.
Baby, you can be my little boo.
Here, you can play with your own minion ball. I don't like that face up. This is like some minion ball that you can buy and play with.